The world woke up to an unprecedented event. The Panama Canal, a crucial global trade artery, is closed indefinitely. This isn't a routine maintenance or weather delay. It's a profound discovery that has halted the world's economic engine. For over a century, the canal symbolized connection and progress. Now it's a choke point for our interconnected world. Imagine your morning coffee, car gasoline, and phone parts trapped at sea. That's our new reality. The closure is a logistical nightmare, testing already fragile global supply chains. The financial losses are staggering, but the long-term impacts on economies and politics are what truly keep world leaders awake. Initial reports suggest something found deep within the canal structure, prompting a complete shutdown. The U.S. government, citing security concerns, remains tight-lipped, fueling global speculation and anxiety. What discovery justifies paralyzing a cornerstone of the modern world? The questions are many, answers few. Stock markets plummet, shipping companies scramble, and the world holds its breath for clarity. The closure marks a turning point, a day when our connected world was shockingly broken apart. This is more than an economic story. It's about security, history, and a discovery challenging our past understanding. To grasp today's crisis, we must appreciate the Panama Canal's historical role. For centuries, explorers dreamed of a waterway connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, avoiding the perilous journey around Cape Horn. The U.S. took on the monumental task after a failed French attempt, completing it in 1914. The canal transformed global trade, saving ships weeks of travel and enormous expense. It serves as a reliable conduit for goods, from American grain to Japanese cars. Approximately 6% of world trade passes through its locks annually, representing billions in commercial value. The canal is a strategic asset of immense geopolitical importance, crucial for U.S. national defense. Its control and security have been a central focus of U.S. foreign policy for decades. The canal's closure is not just a trade disruption, it's a major national security event. The U.S. has maintained a strong security partnership with Panama, deeply involved in the current crisis. The canal's closure is a stark reminder of its strategic value and the global reliance on this vital waterway. On September 8, 2025, a routine inspection of the Gatun locks revealed an anomaly, a large hollow space within the concrete. This wasn't a simple crack. It was a man-made chamber, absent from official blueprints. Engineers and historians were baffled by the chamber's existence in a supposedly solid section. Initial probes revealed something metallic and complex, prompting a traffic pause through the Gatun locks. A U.S. Army Corps of Engineers team was flown in under secrecy. Inside the chamber was a device, described as technology that shouldn't exist. It wasn't modern, nor from 1914, but a non-terrestrial object fused into the concrete. The implications are profound, prompting a total information lockdown. The U.S. Panamanian decision to close the canal was driven by the need to understand this discovery. The White House issued a brief statement, urging the public to avoid speculation. The discovery of an unexplainable object has moved this story from a logistical problem to an existential puzzle. The world watches as this mystery unfolds, challenging our understanding of history and technology. The formal announcement came on September 9, 2025, in a joint press conference underscoring the situation's gravity. The Panamanian president, flanked by the Panama Canal Authority and U.S. ambassador, announced the indefinite suspension of canal transit. The U.S. president confirmed full support for the closure, emphasizing the canal's security and safety. His words sent a chill through international markets, causing chaos. Shipping stocks nosedived, and insurance syndicates held emergency meetings. Over 150 ships formed a floating traffic jam at the canal's entrances, carrying everything from crude oil to fresh fruit. The delay costs are estimated at $100 million per day, not accounting for downstream economic damage. Social media is rife with conspiracy theories, and the phrase Panamagate trends worldwide. Governments demand more information, expressing concern over the closure's unilateral nature. A Chinese spokesperson remarked, "The Panama Canal is a utility for the entire world. We expect transparency." The world watches, its patience wearing thin as the crisis unfolds. The lack of concrete information creates a dangerous vacuum, fueling speculation and anxiety. The canal's closure is a major geopolitical event, testing international relations and cooperation. The canal's closure is a tidal wave crashing over the global economy. Shipping companies face a choice: wait indefinitely or reroute, both costly and slow. Alternatives like the Suez Canal or Cape of Good Hope add weeks to voyages, increasing fuel and crew costs. Delays will impact consumers, with holiday shopping season approaching and goods stuck at sea. The canal is a major route for energy products, threatening winter energy price spikes. Food supplies are at risk, with perishable cargo stranded and potential shortages looming. Farmers face skyrocketing transport costs, straining the global food system. Financial markets react with fear, the Dow Jones falling sharply. Oil prices jump on supply disruption fears, and economists revise growth forecasts downward. Dr. Elena Petrova warns of a systemic shock, the canal's closure a black swan event. The ripple effects are broader and deeper than anyone can predict, reshaping global trade. The canal's closure is a stark reminder of the vulnerability of our interconnected world. The canal's closure is a geopolitical flashpoint, viewed with suspicion by world powers. China, the canal's second-largest user, is particularly concerned about U.S. military involvement. The UN Security Council schedules an emergency session, with Russia demanding a full briefing. The EU presses for clarity, expressing frustration over the lack of transparency. Panama is caught between its sovereign responsibility and global demands, losing millions daily. The crisis could spur investment in alternative routes, altering global trade and influence. Thousands of seafarers are stranded at the canal's entrances, united in uncertainty. Supplies are finite, raising concerns about food, medical care, and mental well-being. Port cities are overwhelmed, local resources strained by the standstill. Security concerns rise with idle ships carrying valuable cargo. Maritime unions sound the alarm, calling for crew welfare and clear information. Sailors face extended contracts, stuck at sea beyond their scheduled return. The human drama adds pressure on officials, personalizing the crisis and urging swift resolution. Experts model grim long-term consequences of the shutdown. Scenario 1. Resolved in weeks. Backlog takes months to clear. Economic damage in billions. Scenario 2. Closure lasts months, triggering a global recession and supply chain breakdown. Scenario 3. Canal closed for years, accelerating deglobalization and resource conflicts. The discovery in the Gatun locks threatens the modern world's operating system. Security analysts focus on the mysterious object and U.S. response. The information lockdown suggests a threat outside known categories. Companies activate contingency plans, assuming a 6-month closure. The just-in-time model dies, replaced by a just-in-case world. This shift impacts manufacturing, inventory management, and consumer prices. The canal's closure forces a fundamental reevaluation of global supply chains. The world braces for a new era of slower, more expensive shipping. The Panama Canal remains silent, a symbol of a world on hold. The discovery has shattered our sense of predictability, reminding us of our vulnerability. The path forward is shrouded in uncertainty, with governments and corporations scrambling to mitigate damage. Diplomats work to de-escalate tensions, while scientists face an unprecedented task. The event forces a reevaluation of global supply chains, pushing industries toward resilience. It accelerates the search for alternative routes, redrawing the geopolitical map. The full truth of the discovery will eventually come to light, changing our world. For now, we wait, watch, and grapple with the fragility of our systems. Seeking credible information and engaging thoughtfully with challenges is crucial. The world became larger this week, and the journey forward will be long.